Today's ride is going to be Maspalomas to Las Filipinas. Not sure if I've pronounced that right, but it's saying it's 24 miles, ETA of 1 hour, 24 minutes, 48 seconds. So let's see how long it actually takes. Let's get this one started. Hoping this is going to be a more enjoyable route than the group ride that I recently did. Actually put that video up, but I don't know if I'm going to leave it up. I was pretty negative throughout. Legs were just spinning away, so I wasn't actually doing anything. Like I say, if you have watched that one, I might be taking it down because it wasn't positive. It won't be a route that I ever ride again. So let's get on with this one anyway. As I say throughout most of my recordings, still not really sure how Rouvy works with the erg mode on, erg mode off. I'm assuming it's on because it's keeping me within a certain watt range. A couple of people in my Strava group tell me they turn the erg mode off. I can't see how you do that in these type of rides, but there you go. Like I say, I'm still learning. Went out for my first road ride a couple of days ago, which seems we're coming to the end of January. Isn't very good, but the weather's been absolutely terrible here in the UK. What I found after riding the Zwift ride bike for so long with the left hand button where you go up a gear, obviously on my road bike, if I do that I go from the small ring to the big ring, vice versa. So yeah, about 3 or 4 times I pushed the wrong button. Yeah, soon sorted that out. Nice and sunny here today in Cambridgeshire. It was raining early this morning and grey. Be nice if this sun stays in for the whole of the weekend. Might dry the roads out a little bit. Be nice to get out on the road at the weekend at some stage, but looking at the weather forecast doesn't look like that's going to happen. I think having Rouvy or Zwift does sway you a little bit more than you would normally if you didn't have an online platform. You would probably go out on some weather, some of the routes, some of the days when it's a little bit rainy, a little bit drizzly, overcast. But when you got Rouvy or Zwift, why would you? "28th of December, I was undecided whether I wanted to keep with Rouvy or Zwift, or even riding indoors. So I set myself a 12-day challenge to get to enjoy it, learn a little bit more about it. I did that. Today's the 30th of January, and yeah, really do see the benefit of it. Still not 100% convinced I like it. It's a good way of keeping fit when you can't get out on the road, which I need at my age, 61 years old. especially when I'm the second eldest in the cycling club. There's only one a little bit older than me. All the others I think are in their 30s, 40s. Young whippersnappers. You see one of the club members has overtaken me on the miles ridden stats, which is another good reason to jump on here today. Can't have that. Don't know if anyone else is like that or if it's just me. It's like when you see somebody on the road riding in the distance, feel the urge to catch them, overtake them. Same with the stats on Strava. Very childish, I know. Back into a climb, 8.2%. As always, radiators on in the cycle room. Oh, what's going on? Roots buffeting. Don't know why, I got a good home internet connection. What's going on? Stats are still moving, the route isn't. Come on Rouvy, sort it out. Had quite a few little glitches lately. Maybe it's best to download these routes. Only in 2K though. It's been a while now. Back on. Oh, come on. Buffering again. It's saying connection to internet has failed, or firewall blocks the app. Absolute rubbish. Everything else is running okay on the internet. I've definitely not changed any firewall settings. I don't really want to stop. Miles are moving on. Everything else is moving, except for the map. Or the graphics rather. Holding back from turning the blower on as long as possible. I think this one keeps rising till we're halfway through. So you see the little yellow slope going up and a big long green. So not much of a slope up, but a slope all the same. As always, nice low fat chocolate protein shake to look forward to after this. Small banana, honey and crushed ice, made with filtered water. Always like to have a little treat just when I finish. Gives you something to look forward to. Friday today, so that's my cheap meal day, if you want to call it that. Small pizza with the side salad. Pizza, unlike Domino's pizzas where they're 2,400 calories, my whole pizza is around about 800 calories. I'm trying to stick to 1,500 calories a day. The trial and error, that's what I found works best for me over the years. Throw in a bit of exercise, burning extra calories. That's how I usually lose a kilo a week if I'm being serious. When I started my little experiment on the 28th of December, where I didn't change anything at all, just 12 1-hour slots of Rouvy a day, continuous. Weight went down to 71.9. Weighed myself yesterday morning and I was 70.8. That's doing Rouvy probably every other day, every third day. A little bit more intense, a little bit more climbing than I did before, but not as often or frequent. And the weight's still coming off, so that's good. I've said before, I am a qualified personal trainer, don't work as one. I did the course just to gain some knowledge. I'm not a nutritionist, but I do know what works for me. I did the experiment to see how many calories I needed to consume to lose weight, and how many I needed to consume to put on weight. So if I eat 1,700 calories a day, little exercise, I'll put on a kilo a week. And then the reverse of that, I eat 1,500 calories a day. Quite strict with that, no cheating, no snacks in between, no pastries on club rides. I lose a kilo a week. So I've been hovering in between. Gradual loss is better than quick loss and then putting it all back on. So I really want to get back down to 70 kilos. When I was doing the experimenting, I went down to 64 kilos, just below single digits body fat. Didn't feel good with it. Still felt quite strong, but looked really gaunt. And yeah, got there just to see what it took to lose weight. Now I know I can tailor what I eat daily if I want to lose weight or to stay where I am. I've seen people say it's not about calories in, calories out. It's always about calories in, calories out. Quality of calories also helps. If you've got a surplus of calories each day, you're not going to be losing weight. And yes, we all know that muscle weighs more than fat, but the scales don't lie. Another tip I would give, don't weigh yourself every day. Also weigh yourself at the same time every day. Or sorry, not every day, every time you weigh yourself, make sure it's the same time of day, because your weight does fluctuate throughout the day. So when I do it, every morning 7:30 or every weigh-in 7:30 AM. If I wait till 9:30 and I haven't eaten, I am obviously a little bit lighter, but that's not the idea. The idea is to get a true reflection. So have a routine. If you start putting on a little bit of weight, don't worry about it, it happens. But don't cheat yourself, don't start lying to yourself. You'd be surprised how often that happens. When I was doing my course, I had to actually work in the gym for a little while. Had a client whose aim was to lose weight. Set her up on MyFitnessPal, got her to log her meals, and after a week she came back to me and said, I'm not losing any weight. I said, let's have a look at your plan. Her plan showed a massive calorie deficit. So I said, this isn't right. I said, you can't be sticking to this can't be true, you can't be logging everything. Adamant she did. Then further in the workout, it come out, she'd been picking her child up from school, and they'd be going to McDonald's 3 times a week after the school. And she was eating and not logging. So like I say, be honest with yourself. You're not cheating anyone but yourself. Back to your weight loss and keeping the time of your weigh-ins to regular. For instance, if I was going to weigh myself after this, took all the soaking wet clothes off, I'll probably be around about 70 kilos instead of 70.8. So that's a difference time of day can make. That's why I always do it at 7:30 in the morning. For some reason my heart rate's not connected either, even though it's running on my watch. Kicked on again. Turn it off, turn it back on, always works. That's 12 miles, so that's halfway. It's under 10 miles to go. Quite a nice ride. I think I'll add this to the favourites. At least I'm getting something out of this one. Not pushing, nothing too strenuous. Just a nice little ride for Friday afternoon. You need to do some mopping up of the sweat afterwards. No blower on. There's a big puddle underneath me, and that is sweat. Under 6 miles to go, so it's less than 25% to go. I think we're going to start climbing again soon. Just over 3¼ miles to go. And up to another slope. Orange, or amber, then orange, or red, can't really see what that is with the glasses off. Every route on Rouvy seems to end with an uphill. Don't matter where you're riding in the world. Is that a coincidence? Still got a chunk of climbing to do. This is under 3 miles to go. Interesting to see what my body core temperature is. Not put the blower on next to a radiator, getting a good sweat on. We're 22 and a half miles in almost. Still a 4.5 out of 5. Nice route. Half a mile to go. Looking like that little climb in the distance, just 35 foot. There's the finish. That's it done. I'll give that 4.5. "24 miles, 1 minute 11:37 seconds. Average 20.1 miles per hour. Yeah, enjoyed that one. Fully recommend that to anyone. Have a quick look at the puddle underneath. Nice little puddle.